What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Mafia Blitz Show. I'm your host, Frankie J, coming to you live for Week 5 action-packed slates. I have a lot to cover in a short period of time, so without further ado, let's go! If you're seeing this, please leave a like and subscribe so I can keep making content like this for a long time. So, Week 5 wasted no time getting here. Really fast. It's October now, guys, and we got a lot to cover. There's 4 teams right now who are on a bye week. That's in the Steelers, Bears, Packers, and the Falcons. But that's okay, because there's much more football to be played with all the rest of the teams. So let's get into it. Starting right now, the Vikings are facing off the Browns in Ireland at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the Vikings, they have a depleted offensive line, right? But somehow, Carson Wentz still finds a way to make it work. The Browns, their defense is mediocre, but can they stop the Vikings? I don't know. If they have a backup tackle, Garrett is going to feast all day, right? And the Browns defense held Goff to 168 yards last week and picked him off. Wentz has 3 really amazing receivers. He needs to get them the ball. No matter what. They need to get the ball. And the Vikings can take care of business. So, in my opinion, the Vikings are going to take the win on this one. Next up, we have the Texans at the Ravens. Lamar Action Jackson is out with a hamstring injury. That's going to hurt them a little. They can't just rely on Henry, right? The Texans are going to take advantage of that. C.J. Stroud can put up the numbers. We just don't know if he's capable of doing that with the defense that Baltimore has. Oh, wait. Baltimore has a depleted defense also, missing a lot of starters. So, Stroud, Collins could work. So we'll see. So the Texans really don't have much to offer except Stroud and Collins. So with that being said, I'm going with the Texans for the win. Next up is the Giants at the Saints. Good one, right? Saints are coming off of a loss by your very own, the Buffalo Bills. The Giants are sitting Russell, and they're going to be starting a rookie at quarterback. I don't know. I think they're going to have a better day today, though. The Saints. They're going to have a better day today. So with that being said, I'm taking the Saints for the win. Next up is the Cowboys at the Jets. Well, let's see. What can I say? The Cowboys are coming off a disappointing loss against the Green Bay Packers. It was very heartbreaking. They had it, and they lost it. So with Prescott starting to be his old self, that he threw over 300 yards last week, can he keep it going? We'll have to see. So my guess, he will probably put up the same numbers he did last week, but I don't know. He might. Let's put it that way. The Jets have a weak pass rush, okay? Pass rush isn't there. Dak Prescott might have all day to throw with no problem. So, in my opinion, Cowboys are going to take the win over the Jets. Let's go. Next up, we have the Broncos at the Eagles. Broncos, they have a good defense. They have Knicks. That's pretty much it. But their defense is very strong. Very, very strong. And against this lackluster Eagles offense where Jalen Hurts is only putting up a few hundred, maybe 130 yards a game. Last week, Barkley was held under 50 yards. Incredibly, under 50 yards. I don't understand. Barkley is an amazing player, but he was stopped last week and held under 50 yards. So as I was saying, the Broncos can pull this win off, but at the end of the day, the Eagles do whatever it takes to win, no matter what. So I'm going with the Eagles for the win today against the Broncos. Next up, we have the Dolphins at the Panthers. Whoo, Dolphins. Dolphins. It's going to be a bad day for you guys today. Or is it? Think about it. You lost Tyreek Hill to a massive leg injury. But you have A-Chain and Waddle, who can pick up the slack, who are really two great, amazing players. Panthers, on the other hand, they don't have much of a defense. They don't have much of an offense. Young, he's not the leader they were expecting. He hasn't produced, and sometimes he'll show it, but then he just drops the ball. Not literally, but figuratively. He'll drop the ball. With throwing interceptions, not throwing it enough, or just throwing it away. They have Hubbard, who is a great running back. They need him to get started. They needed to give him the ball. They have some receivers. They've shown themselves, but they got to keep going. But in my opinion, I believe the Dolphins are going to take the win today. Next up, we have the Raiders at the Colts. Raiders at the Colts. What more can I say? You have Jones against the other guy, Smith. So I believe that the Colts have a great team, but they need to feed Taylor the Rock. He's an elite running back. Give him the ball. Please. Give Taylor the ball. He is a monster. He will take it to the house if he has a little seam. On the other side, you have Geno Smith, who sadly can't find a rhythm to his offense. He'll show sparks of how good he can be, but then how bad he can be by throwing those interceptions, especially the one last week. Blatant interception. Got to clean it up. Only problem is with the Colts defense is that we'll be after him all day. They won't let him breathe. They will just be after him all day. They will not let him breathe. So he won't have time to sit back there and find a receiver. So he needs to find those short routes so he can connect and get some yards down the field. Well, but after that being said, I'm going to be going with the Colts for the win on this one. So on to our 4 o'clock slate games. We have the Titans at the Cardinals. And the same story with the Cardinals, losing last week to the Seahawks in a tight one last week. It came down to the final seconds. Cardinals were caught up. They were trying to win. Seahawks kicked that field goal, won the game right before it could be overtime. But on to the next game. Titans are 0-4. They can't score. They couldn't score last week. Not sure why. The quarterback wasn't ready. You threw this guy into the system thinking that he could do it. He can't do it. He needs weapons. And it's tough when you don't got them. But overall, I'm going to take the Cardinals on the win. I have no more to say. Cardinals are a much better team than the Titans, and it's unfortunate. There was times when the Titans were a very great team, and now they are 0-4, and they're trying to find their way. They got lost somewhere, and now they have to be found. So yes, I think the Cardinals will be taking care of business today by getting that W. Next up for that 4 o'clock game is Bucks at the Seahawks. This game, to me, is going to be a shootout. Okay? It's going to be a shootout. You got Evans on one side, and you got Darnold on the other side with his receivers, his great wide receivers. Listen, Mayfield is putting up some pretty good numbers this year. The Bucks last week held Barkley to 43 yards. Like I said before, he was held under 50 yards. And the Bucks held Hurts to 130 yards last week. You got imagine a professional quarterback only throwing for 130 yards. It's unimaginable. But they win. I don't understand, but they win. They do it. They find a way to win no matter the cost. They win. So it's a very perfect imperfection team they have. It's a very imperfect, perfect team, if you want to say that. So that tells me that the Bucs have a great defense if they were able to hold Hurts and Barkley in check. Okay. But on the other side, there is Darnold that isn't afraid to air out the ball. You've seen that against the Cardinals, right? Seahawks, we're losing. The Seahawks were losing, and they came back to win the game. Mind blowing, mind blowing. Dear Buccaneers, feed Irving the ball. Feed him the ball. He's a cheat code. He is a cheat code. It'll open it for passing, and then you don't have to worry about running. Give Irving the ball. Do it. He is scary. Do it. Overall, this is going to be a very tough game. It's going to be very tough. Both sides are going to have difficulties getting to the quarterback, and both sides are going to be having difficulties throwing it downfield. Both teams have decent to very good defenses. So we need to figure this out. Who's going to take the win? Well, personally, at the end of the day, I will be going with the Buccaneers for the win today. And now for the final two games of the afternoon, starting at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. First up is the Commanders at the Chargers. Chargers are coming off a disappointing loss against the Giants. Did I just say that? I'm going to say it again. The Chargers are coming off a disappointing loss against the Giants last week. The Commanders get Daniels back. That's good. But how healthy is he? Honestly, how healthy is Daniels right now? Is he going to be able to take care of the same exact load he was able to before he got hurt? And now he's just implemented back into the system because they need somebody better than who they had? I don't know. Maybe they're rushing it. Maybe they should take some time, give him a little bit more time to relax and get healthy. But just throwing him in, we don't know if he's going to be all right. The Commanders' defense gave up 34 points to the Falcons last week. 34 points last week. What's going on, guys? Last year, you guys were at the pinnacle of your division. And you guys were right there, ready to take it. This year, your defense is just 34 points to the Falcons. I know the Falcons are a decent team, but they're not that decent. Let's be honest here. You guys had a great defense. What happened? You guys gotta put it all together. Put it together, and you guys can beat any team. That was proven last year when Daniels was the superstar. He was a superstar overnight. You get what I'm saying? Daniels was a well-known name in the house after that one play. And you know what play I'm talking about. I don't have to tell you. If you're into football and the gridiron, you know what play I'm talking about. Made him a star. Let's go. Not sure how healthy Daniels is going to be, but we'll see. Both teams have a great rushing attack. Both teams. But if I have to be very honest, I'm going to go with the Chargers on the win for this. The last game for the afternoon slate, Lions at the Bengals. Need I say more? Come on. Joe Burrow, injured. He is the heart and soul of that team. He keeps that offense running. He keeps it running with Chase, okay? With Boyd. Or is it? It's not Boyd. But anyway. Lions have a few playmakers that need to keep getting the ball regardless of anybody's actions. St. Brown, and Gibbs. Okay? I know Gibbs and Montgomery were the 1-2 punch, Sonic and Knuckles. I get it. But you can't really do much with Knuckles without Sonic. The Bengals, their defense, lackluster. They gave up too many points last week, too many yards. The Broncos put up 326 passing yards against the Bengals. 326 yards. Can you imagine putting up that many points against a team who last year was decent, but a few years prior to that, they were elite. They were an elite team. And this year, it's non-existent. I get it. They have some wins, but not the wins that matter. They need this win today. But unfortunately, Goff, St. Brown, and Gibbs, they're going to prove too much for the Bengals. So with that being said, I'm going with the Lions to take W. So, that leads us to the final game tonight. Your very own Buffalo Bills against the New England Patriots. 8:20 tonight. This game is for the ages. May, he's coming out of his shell. And it's scary. It's scary what they're doing to teams right now. But I believe that the Buffalo Bills are a much stronger team. Josh Allen didn't come out of his shell yesterday. Josh Allen came out of his shell the moment he stepped onto that field. College, right to the pros. Yeah, it took him some time to develop, maybe about 2-3 years. But he's elite now. He's our MVP. Front runner to be MVP this year. But that's going to wrap up the show for right now. I'd like to welcome you guys and thank you for watching the show. If you like it, please hit that like button. Smash that subscribe button, which I can keep making content like this for a very long time. Thank you. And on that note, let's go!